Welcome back to another walk around and test drive video here at Coyote Classics. This is Chad and Dalton, and behind us is an original 1971 Mustang Mach 1. Chad's gonna go ahead and fire this up, but beautifully restored car. Original Mach 1. This is a great car. It's idling about 600-700 RPM right now. Pretty much after a cold start too. It's really nice under the hood. You can tell a lot of new bolts, new fender bolts. A lot of detail and money went into the restoration on this car.
This is a very, very nice restoration. If you go to our website, coyoteclassics.com, you'll see just how nice and solid this car is, but the guy spent a ton of money restoring it. Like you mentioned earlier, Dalton, every single thing, when this car was repainted, everything came off. I mean, very nice detail. All the new fender bolts, all the new grommets, bottom of the hood's painted beautiful. It's got the correct air cleaner on it. Power steering, power brakes, disc brakes on the front, and a real Mach 1. Just all the detail, even here on the hood latch, the grille, the wiring. It's got all the correct harnesses and stuff in it. The grounds were all done. Look at this. It's just really nice quality of build.
Sure. I don't see too many white ones either. I like the white.
No, and a lot of the 71 to 73 Mustangs we see are just kind of half-assly restored. You know, you don't see any that are done to this level just because about 10, 12 years ago, they weren't worth that much.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Everyone liked the 5, 6, 7, 8s. Then they went to the 9s and 70s, and these are that last tail end of the Mach 1s and the Mustangs that a lot of people didn't spend the money restoring them properly. I guess that's a good way to put it.
Yeah, you don't see too many out there done like this one. Sure.
The grille's beautiful, the emblems, the front enduro bumper.
Yeah, I like that enduro bumper instead of the chrome bumper. It looks really nice.
Yeah, that's kind of the last year of that. They made it kind of an option. You could get the chrome bumper as well.
Of course, the Mach 1 hood with the scoops.
Just look how nice everything lines up here. With this trim piece here is all bolt on, you know, so that could be out of adjustment a lot, but it's not. The hood trims bolt on, that all lines up great. As you look on your side over here, Dalton, and this side, the back of the hood's lined up perfectly. How many of these Mach 1, these big, super long hoods, you know, usually stick up in the back and don't fit nice and flush?
Dash is in nice shape, no surface rust or anything like that between the windshield and the dash. Glass is clear. All the trim around the windows, too, looks like that was replaced during time of restoration.
Yeah, the guy spent a ton of money. As we look across the top of the roof, there's not a ding or a dent anywhere there. It's beautiful. The bodywork in this upper quarter here is awesome too. The seam lines are all great. As far as our body lines, door lines up absolutely perfectly. If you're a fussy guy and you want a nice Mach 1, I think this car will work great for you. Just check that out. I mean, just the black paint on here, all that's in great shape. So many times people paint that black down there just to hide rust bubbles and shit.
Yep.
You know, so this is super clean. It's all paint's beautiful down there. Another thing, the spoiler, that looks great as well. Now, the restorer chose not to put the black Mach 1 hood stripes on. It's something, if you want to spend the $200-300 bucks, go ahead and do it. But the restorer chose that on his Mach 1, he wanted to leave it without that. So, back glass is nice as well. It's got a few.
Fold down rear seat too with the Mach 1 interior.
Yeah, and that's beautiful. And the seat's great too. I took pictures of the seat, you know, the fold down up and down. It's on our website. The back glass does have a few little micro scratches in that, and that is slightly tinted. The honeycomb on the back, the flip down gas lid, the back bumper, nice tips. I mean, all that is pristine, isn't it? Very, very nice. It's got the correct Ford tail lights. That's all in great shape. So many times this honeycomb's all buckled in here as well. It's kind of warped. This is perfect. Lays in there very nicely. You look up and down the sides, laser straight. Over the wheel well is perfect as well. We open up this corner of the door and look at the quality of work that they did here. So many people do not roll that edge like this, how they paint that black.
Yeah, it looks nice.
It's rust free. Door panels pristine, wood grains all been replaced professionally, all new rubbers, door jamb paint. They even did the right, brake here. See how that's all black right here, D? It's all done professionally, just like they would have from the factory. This car's nice.
Yeah, just little things like that tell you about how the car was restored, and
got the retractable seat belts here. Check out the headliner. The dome light works properly. As far as the where's the damn seat? There it is. As far as the headliner, that's perfect. There's not a wrinkle anywhere in the headliner at all. Whoa. It's really nice. As far as our back seat, back door panels, they did go ahead and put some Kenwood little 6x6s in there, so it's got a nice little stereo that way. But the rest of it's all in great shape. The carpet, back door panels are fantastic. Back sails look nice. Seats are excellent, no rips or tears. The dash pad itself seems to be perfect. It's got a wood grain steering wheel. Beautiful wood grain here in the dash. Car's got 10,549 miles. I'm guessing just only 549. Factory tack works and it's beautiful gauges. It's got the factory gauges for the Mach 1 gauges, but the restorer chose to go ahead with his own water and temp, so he could tell exactly where he was at both numbers. Does have a manual choke right here. It's marked properly. Got the factory shifter, and the shifter is nice and tight. The glove box is perfect in this area here. The dash is perfect. I don't see any major scratches or chips, nothing like that. You can see the steering column paint's original. You can see where the keys have scratched that a little bit. Other than that, Dalton, there isn't really much to tell. You can tell that the fenders were all taken apart. You got brand new bolts in all the fenders here. Even in beside the fender, you got to see this. You'll never see this again. See how they did this when they had the fenders off? They did that properly. Yep. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, it's neat.
So, and in the inside of the door, like I said, they really did a nice job on the restoration of this. So if you're kind of a fussy guy, you're going to be very happy with the paint and body on this car. Door shuts great with ease. If this car drives half as nice as it looks, it's going to be a super cool car, huh?
Absolutely.
Go to our website, coyoteclassics.com. Check out the floors, frame rails, inside the trunk. Speaking of the inside of the trunk, you want to pop that minute, D? Driver's side's laser straight. You look up and down the side. Again, I mentioned that honeycomb piece. I don't know if Dalton got that, but it's not bowed at all there. Taillight lenses, taillight chrome, all looks good. Chrome here is original around the taillight, so you can see just a little pitting. Here's your bottom of your spoiler, bottom of your trunk lid. That all looks pristine. Here's your bottom of the lid. It's got the trap door here, which you go ahead and you can unlatch and put all that down. Yeah, look at that. Look how nice that turned out. So floors, frame rails, inside the trunk is excellent. Got the correct mat. Looks like when they restored it, they did all new rubbers around the gas neck, new gas neck, all that kind of stuff. It's got the correct spot for its spare. BFG tires look to be in real decent shape as far as the tread goes. They're nice and thick there. Wheels are in great shape. Bottom corner of the door lines up perfect. There is a tiny little bubble right here. See it right there? Yeah, it's nice. Really not any chips to speak of either that I've seen. Have you?
No, I haven't.
Up and down the door is good. The door latch and stuff is in excellent shape. It's got the dual sport mirrors. And they're nice and tight. So many times on these, they're just kind of loose. Our gap's really good. Our body line's good there.
Beautiful car, and I love the white with the black. You know, just looks classy.
It really is. It's a nice car. All new roof rail rubbers, nice and soft. Same thing here. Like I said before, all the doors, hood, trunk, lid, fenders, everything was painted off this car, all reassembled very properly with all new bolts. Another thing about white, so many times it shows like little surface rust if there's ever a chip or a little rail dust on it. Seats are in excellent shape. The sides are really nice. Look how clean and crisp all this wood grain is too. Very nice that way. We're gonna go ahead and get the keys.
Hey, you might need down.
One thing it needs radio knobs. I know the radio does not work either. It's an FM stereo. It looks really good in there. I'm not sure what's going on with it, but it does not work.
Might have been there too.
I'll pass this over to you. Third time's a charm. Yeah, always look for the key that's the most worn.
Yeah, that's probably a good point.
So this is a car you don't have to pump at all. You know what I mean? And it's pretty much cold right now. So I just turned the key, fired right up. The gas gauge works, horn works. We're running about 600 RPM. Tachometer works. Temperature gauge is still down there and cold. Oil pressure is at 75. So a ton of oil pressure. Alternator gauge works. Obviously your oil and temp are on hook from here and they're moved down here. Doesn't mean that they don't work. The gauges look nice and clear. It's just, like I said, the restorer wants to know, you know, not, hey, it's in the middle. He wants to know exactly where his oil pressure and temp is. So don't blame him there. Was an AC car. No longer works. Missing the components. Okay. We talked about the dome light worked when the door was open. Other than that, I think we're ready to roll, aren't we? Want to roll up your window? Kind of a nice day out today. The windows go up super smooth. Remote mirror, that works well.
And I'm sure you pointed this out, but even the visors and the visor brackets.
Yeah, I didn't get to that, but headliner is
all
immaculate.
the little stuff was done well in this car.
Even all this plastic. I mean, they really went overboard and really spent a ton of money and a ton of detail restoring this.
Yeah, they didn't forget about the little things that so many times people forget about.
The rear view mirror is also replaced. That's all nice and tight as well. Here's our brakes. Brake stop, excellent, no pull left or right. We also have a really nice pedal way up to the top. Power booster seems to be working really well. So this one's not warmed up yet, so we're just gonna take it for a little cruise and kind of warm it up before we even think about getting on it here. The shifter's really nice and tight. Like I said, so many times the bushings are shot in that, you know. Dalton, right now we're doing 65 mile an hour and we're pushing 2,700 RPM. Kind of gives you an idea, 27, 28 at 65, so. Does that sound good?
Smooth shift, great sounding exhaust.
Yeah, it's got air shocks on the back as well. So when I first got it in, it really sat high, and I wanted to, you know, so I adjusted that a little bit, but we don't have any tire rubbing or anything like that, so.
It's up and goes too.
It's fast.
It's an awfully nice car.
Yeah. That's a 85 mile an hour, just like that. Look at the steering wheel. Goes nice and straight down the road, 85 mile an hour at 3,500 RPM. So
check it out on the website, coyoteclassics.com. We'll put the link down in the description of this video. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button.